We are back here at Parkland College in Champaign, 2400 West Bradley Avenue, and we are ready for Game 2 of our volleyball doubleheader for you today. Parkland is coming off a victory earlier today against Kankakee Community College, an impressive three-set victory, 25-12, 25-4, 25-7, I believe, was set 3. To get their 31st victory of the season, they are now 31-3, and they head into this matchup winning 9 in a row. They'll be taking on Madison College, and they come in at 17-2, and they have won 8 in a row. So something we'll have to give here this afternoon in this matchup. Madison College is coached by Mallory Stone, and the assistant coaches are Morgan Rayleigh, Darren Schaefer, and Rachel Burke. Their support staff is Mike Van Veckel. So Madison and Parkland ready to match up here. And for the Cobras here, back to serve is Addie Roche, and she's going to start us off in set 1. Madison with the bump and set up and spiked deep and out. That was number 4, Michaela Dallas. Too much strength on that one. And quickly a 1-0 Parkland lead, and Roche will serve again. Bumped up by Madison, set back and spiked across. Nice job there by Warfel. And now Shay McMillan sends it across. Spiked there across by Michaela Dallas off of a Parkland player, and we are tied at 1. And trying to see who the server is here for Madison. It's number 9, Avery Agnew from Milton, Wisconsin. And this one is put down nicely by Chrisman, but nice save by Madison. Blocked there by Shay McMillan, but it lands on Parkland's side of the floor. 2-1 Madison. Agnew will go back to serve again. She's a 5'5" sophomore. And the serve. Bumped up there by McEwen, over the net and out. Anna McEwen couldn't handle that serve, and it's 3-1. Madison looking to get off to a quick start here in set 1 of our second game of the day. This one over the net. Bumped up by Roche, set up nicely, put down by Chrisman. And Chrisman trying to block, but it goes too far on that putback by Madison. And that puts us at 3-2 and returns the serve to the Cobras. Sammy Chrisman will come back to serve. I'll try to give you the rundown of the current lineup on the floor for the Cobras after we get through this point. This one is served across by Chrisman, bumped up by Madison, served across and knocked down by Reese. And this one is hit high now by Madison. Warfel setting it back up inside for Reese. She sends it over. And this one bumped up. Knocked back by Warfel, back to Natalie Alexander. This one, Chrisman gets it up. Warfel sets it over to McMillan. McMillan sends it down. Nicely saved by Madison. And this one is mishandled there on the outside by, look like number 7, Sam Schultz. And that will be point Parkland. So serving for Parkland is Sammy Chrisman. Also in the back row, we have Addie Roche and Haley Warfel. In the front row, we have Natalie Alexander, Shay McMillan, and Riley Reese. That one is out and a point for Madison, so the serve will return to their side of the floor, the far side here on your camera. 4-3, our score. And Madison serves it up. This one tapped up. Warfel gets it up in the air. McMillan just sends it over. Set across, and it's tried to be put down there by Sam Schultz, but good job by Parkland. McMillan gets it across and saved back over again. That was Sam Schultz again. Tapped over by Alexander. Madison sends it back over. McEwen gets it up. And McMillan with a good spike, but saved nicely by Madison. Bump, set, and Natalie Alexander gets it down for the point. 4-4. Some good action by both teams on that point. The serve will return to the Cobras as Ashley Freeman enters the game and Riley Reese goes to the bench. And here's the serve by Freeman, over. Set and blocked away there by Haley Warfel. That was Kaylee Coggins for Madison College, trying to spike it down, but it was blocked away by the Cobras. Freeman gets it over the net. This one set back this time. Blocked nicely by McMillan. Michaela Dallas trying to get it across, but Shea was there for that one, and it's 6-4. Freeman looking to serve again. Up and over. Tapped back by Madison. Diving attempt by McEwen and Freeman, but neither one of them could get it up high enough to get a hit up over the net, and it goes to 6-5, and the serve returns to Madison College. Madison College is in Madison, Wisconsin, just in case you were wondering. Shea McMillan dives for that one, but it hits the floor, and we are tied at 6. This one served across. Freeman bumps it up. Warfel tries to do a quick send, but Madison was ready for that one. Maybe they were watching the first matchup of the Cobras, because that worked several times for Warfel against Kankakee. But Madison looked ready for it there as they handled that, and now it'll be Michaela Dallas serving across. This one bumped up by Freeman, set up by Warfel, and then Natalie Alexander couldn't quite finish that one. That was a really nice set, but Alexander was a little out of sync there on her jump, and it's now 8-6 in favor of Madison. This one served across. Freeman bumps it up. Warfel sets it across for McMillan. This one off of the Madison block. Now they're trying to get it across. It is nicely played by Freeman. Alexander tries to put it down. Haley Warfel gets it up. Freeman sets it across for McMillan, and it is blocked, but lands on the Madison side, and it's 8-7. In favor of Madison, but the serve returns to the Parkland Cobras, and Addie Beekman enters the fray for the first time here in our second match of the day. This one is served across. Madison bumps it up. Natalie Alexander just with a quick jump up and a put down, and we are tied at 8. And Beekman serves it across. Set across, and nicely played there by number 7, Sam Schultz. Looks like off of the Parkland block, and they will take a 9-8 lead, and Sam Schultz will go ahead and go back to serve here. Set across for Warfel, blocked. And Warfel now setting across for McKinney. Parkland tries for the block. Beekman gets it up, put across by Warfel. Madison up, and this one is put across by McEwen and then hit over there by number 13, Haley Warfel. So we are tied at 9. So Madison College is known as the Wolf Pack. So that's who we have here, the Cobras versus the Wolf Pack. This one is bumped up by Beekman. Bumped up now by McEwen and sent across there by McKinney. Blocked nicely by Chrisman, but she didn't quite get enough on it as it went off the side of her hand, and the point goes to Madison. So the Wolfpack looking to see if they can build a lead here with the serve. McEwen, Warfel, and McKinney off of the Madison block. Well done. Beautiful setup by Haley Warfel, and we are tied at 10 here in set 1, and Haley will come back to serve here for the Cobras. And the serve over, fielded by the Wolfpack. Schultz bumps it up and then hit down there by Vosberg. Trying to get the return back, and they do get it back, as that was Cora Webster getting it over the net. Riley Reese with a hard spike. Webster gets a piece of it. This one blocked slightly by Parkland. A nice set here by Warfel, put down by McKinney. Bella McKinney with another kill. And it is 11-10 Parkland. A very competitive match here so far in game 2 of the day. We'll see what Haley Warfel can do with this serve. It is up and over. And they cannot handle it. An ace for Haley Warfel. Michaela Dallas had trouble receiving that one. And it's 12-10 Cobras. And the serve by Warfel, up and over. Dallas set back and tapped across there by Madison. No, falls short of the net. That was Katie Howe trying to sneak it over, but she didn't put enough on it. So it's 13-10 Cobras, trying to put together a little run here to give themselves a little space between them and Madison. This one served across. Set back and deep. That one is out of bounds, and it's 14-10. And it's going to be timeout Madison, as they are now trailing by 4. Parkland going on a little bit of a run here on this service by Haley Warfel. We'll be back in just a minute to see what happens next here in set 1. We're back here in Champaign waiting for the Cobras to come out of the huddle and conclude their chat after the timeout that was called by Madison. Parkland has built a 14-10 lead here in set 1, as they're in the middle of a nice service round here by Warfel. She's looking to serve again. And here we go. Madison with the bump. Set up, and a little bit of like a curveball spike there from the middle hitter of Madison. That was Sam Schultz, and that one hits down. It's 14-11, so coming out of the timeout, a successful turn there for the Wolfpack. Allie Andrews now to serve here for the Wolfpack. It is up and over. Bumped up by Beekman, set up by Warfel. Reese sends it down, and that is point Parkland. That's the way you draw it up. Well done there by the Cobras. Addie Beekman exits the game. Shay McMillan enters the game. And number 16, Bella McKinney, will come back here by us to serve it away. Up and over, fielded there and into the net, as Ella Vosberg couldn't quite handle that one. And we have 16-11. The serve over again. Good job by Reese. Puts it down, 17-11. Cora Webster on the receiving end of that for Madison, but just a little too far. It actually just came right up to the top of the net, and Reese was just sitting right there and ready to put it down. Served across again by McKinney. And Reese tried to block that one. That was a combo of Reese and Chrisman. But that one does go off of Reese and out of bounds, so that will be point Madison. And that puts us at 17-12, our score. And coming in to serve for the Wolfpack is number 9, Avery Agnew. Agnew dribbles the ball a couple times and sends it across. Nice job by Warfel. Chrisman with a good spike, but Madison is able to handle it. This is going to be point Madison, as it looks like that was off of a Parkland player. 17-13. Reaching the latter parts here of set one between the Cobras and the Wolfpack. This one served across, clips the net, and Anna McEwen was able to get underneath that one, but couldn't quite get it up high enough to where a teammate could get a second hit on it. So it's now 17-14, and Madison is working their way back here. And it looks like timeout, this time Parkland. So Parkland still has a 3-point lead here in set one, 17-14. We'll be back here in just a minute and see how this set wraps up. Madison's 14 serving Parkland's 17. This one is set up nicely for McMillan. She got to it, but she hit it out on the left side. And it is now 17-15 as Madison has clawed their way back to a 2-point deficit. Still serving for the Wolfpack is Avery Agnew. It is up and over. Anna McEwen gets it up, and McMillan sends it across. Nice job there by Agnew. Reese gets it up, and just sent across by Warfel, and now a chance here by the Wolfpack. Tapped across, Reese sets it, Warfel, and now just sent across there by Chrisman. Set back, and then tapped across there by Madison. Nice looking spike there by Chrisman off of the Wolfpack player, and it is 18-15 Cobras. They needed that point to try to stem the tide here that Madison has been building over their last service turn, but we'll see if Parkland can now regain some momentum on their end with Sammy Chrisman behind the serve. And it's over. And too deep. 18-16, and the serve goes right back to the Wolfpack. It's like number 6, Katie Howe. Serving for Madison, it's up and over, and it's gonna be out. And that is point Parkland, 19-16. And Ashley Freeman comes back to retrieve the ball, and she will serve it away for the Cobras. Trying to get point number 20 here on the board. This one is bumped up, set across, and blocked by the Parkland Cobras, but recovered by Madison. Blocked again, and they're gonna call, looks like they are gonna call Warfel for being in the net, as her and Alexander were blocking there. So that is 19-17. Still a very close set here. Anybody's set at this point, 19-17. Oh, Parkland does get it over. Good job by Alexander, fielded by Madison, bumped up by Freeman, and then Warfel gets it set up, and Parkland does get it across. Blocked there. I think that's going to be out on Parkland. And it is. Also off our cameraman's head, but he seems to be okay. It's all right, everybody. 19-18 our score. And Madison serving to tie the match. Michaela Dallas sends it across, up. And to McMillan, who sends it across. Madison is able to recover, though. Blocked down by Alexander, but lands on the Parkland side of the floor, and we are tied at 19. So tied at 19, 6 points away from victory for one of these two teams. And Coach Hastings wants to talk about it here for Parkland, as they had built a little bit of a lead, but Madison has clawed back to tie it up. We'll be right back here in just a minute to see what the outcome of set one will be. Up, set across, and blocked by the Parkland Cobras, but recovered by Madison. Blocked again, and all right, out of the timeout. Michaela Dallas back again for the Wolfpack. 19 serving 19. This one right into the net. Not how Madison wanted to come out of the timeout, but lead goes to Parkland, 20-19, and Addie Beekman and Bella McKinney return to the game as Addie Roche and Shea McMillan go to the bench. Beekman will serve for the Cobras, up and over and out. Just out on that right side. So a pair of failed serves puts us right back at a tie score. We are tied at 20 as Sam Schultz is set to serve for the Wolfpack. Bumped up by the Cobras, and McKinney with a good spike off of the Madison block, out of bounds, 21-20 Cobras. Anna McEwen. Coming back to serve, and she will send it over the net. Bumped up by Madison. Nicely little set, a little tap there, and Natalie Alexander, Bella McKinney, I'm sorry, is able to get it over the net. This one is spiked down hard and put away for a point, and we are once again tied. 19-19, 20-20, now 21-21. Back and forth action here at the tail end of set one, and this one is served across. Freeman bumps it up. Warfel sets it up for McKinney, and Madison's able to recover. Warfel just sets it across. Nice recovery again by Madison. Beekman, did she get it? I think they're saying it hit the floor. So point, Madison. A couple of nice recoveries on that particular point by the Wolfpack, and that ended up earning them the point, 22-21. They lead by one. And this one goes right into the net, and here we are again, 22-22. We've now been tied the last 4 points, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Haley Warfel back to serve. And it is across, bumped by Madison, put right down by Chrisman. A hitting error by Madison, a little bit too much on that, just put it right into the face of Sammy Chrisman, and she knew just what to do with it. So 23-22 Parkland, they lead by one. Parkland out of the timeout. Will be serving Haley Warfel, trying to see if they can serve Parkland to a set one victory. 2 points away, 23-22, the Cobras lead. Warfel gets it across, bumped up by the Wolfpack. Off of the Parkland block, but they do recover. Warfel sends it across for Bella McKinney. And a nice recovery again by Madison. And they will tie it again at 23. 5 points in a row now where we have gone back and forth. So essentially 10 points going back and forth. We are tied at 23. Remember, you have to win a set by 2, so we'll see what happens here. This one is served across. McEwen able to get it up, and Beekman hits it towards the left corner, but it is out. And now that will mean number 11, Allie Andrews, will be serving for the match here. 24-23 the score and the serve. McEwen can't hardly handle it, but Warfel does get it back, and Beekman sends it over. A chance now for the Wolfpack, set back. Blocked beautifully by McKinney. A nice save by Madison. This one is going to be hit by Beekman, set by Warfel, and then hit too hard by Sammy Chrisman. She was going for that far left corner. It goes out, and Madison wins set one here in Champaign, 25-23. A very high-paced, fun, exciting set one. So I can't wait to see what happens here in set two. We'll see if your Cobras can tie this thing back up in just a little bit.
You're watching For Art's Sake.
For art's sake.
For art's sake.
For art's sake.
Step inside a world of creativity.
This is an interactive piece.
Tally-type processes that I've worked with.
Where every piece tells a story.
Consistent in these works is this idea of parts to a whole.
When we saw the interaction between the students and the veterans, we realized that we needed to do more.
That's what we do.
Experience Gert's Gallery and hear from the artists themselves on For Art's Sake, only on PCTV. Parkland concerts are on PCTV. Music from our campus and community brought to you on PCTV. Stay up to date with everything Parkland College with Parkland Report.
Yes, we'd love you to come to Parkland. There's no doubt about that. But how can we serve you?
Hear from dedicated faculty and staff from all around campus.
We're so lucky to have just your wealth of experience in law enforcement.
Learn about the programs offered by your community college.
But most importantly, they have a job the entire time they're in the program and after.
Parkland Report, a show about Parkland, produced by Parkland students.
Welcome back. So set one goes to the Madison College Wolfpack, 25-23, a highly competitive set. But after facing no adversity in their first matchup of the day, the Cobras suddenly find themselves down one set here in their second matchup. So we will flip the court, and Madison now is on the near side for your camera, and Parkland is on our far side. Coming back here for Madison is Avery Agnew. She will start us off and serve in this match. Also on the floor is Cora Webster, Allie Andrews, Michaela Dallas, Sam Schultz, and Katie Howe wraps up the lineup for them. In the net there was Sam Schultz, and a quick point for the Cobras. I think she lost kind of track of where she was on the floor, and she tried to jump up to block and was actually a little bit under the net and hit the net with her arms. So 1-0 Parkland, and we will serve now as that's Sammy Chrisman sending it across, set back and over, and does not clear the net, and it's 2-0 Parkland. On the Parkland side, in the front row, we have Riley Reese, Natalie Alexander, and Shay McMillan. And in the back, we have Haley Warfel, Addie Roche, and serving Sammy Chrisman. That one is not handled there by Cora Webster. Ace for the Cobras, and 3-0 Parkland. Sammy Chrisman back to serve again. And the serve is up and over. Fielded there by Webster. Schultz is blocked, and then Warfel looks for that far corner. Great save there by Madison to recover from that. McMillan is blocked, and it is put down. Number 6 from Madison, Katie Howe, with that block, and that was a very big point for Madison, as Parkland looked like they were about to go up 4-0, but they made a beautiful save and a block, and now they have earned the serve. Howe sends it over. McEwen, Alexander, and it is out. 3-2. So Howe waiting to serve again. And she sends it away. It is an ace for Howe. She found the opening spot in the Parkland defense. They thought it might go out. They stepped back, and it hit right in that corner there on the far side. So Howe will line it up again. We are now tied at 3. And over it goes. Up and set up for Reese. This one is going to be out, as Avery Agnew was trying to field that for the Wolfpack, but she couldn't get it under control, and Parkland earns their 4th point of this one as Ashley Freeman enters the game, and she will go back to serve. Parkland 4, Madison 3. This is up and over. Agnew, And they set it up for Schultz. Schultz gets it across. Set across by Schultz, but it does not work. A great effort there by Avery Agnew, but Parkland earns their 5th point, and Ashley Freeman will get another chance to serve there for the Cobras. And across it goes. Bumped up, set back, and tapped over. Bumped up by McEwen. Warfel sets it up for McMillan. She just taps it across. And McMillan going for the block there. Hit up and over. And point for Madison, as that was Allie Andrews finding the hole in the Parkland defense. And we got a 5-4 score now. Parkland leading by 1. Michaela Dallas will send this one over. Ashley Freeman bumps it up. Warfel sets it up nicely for Alexander. Madison trying to save it, and they do. McEwen again. Warfel setting it over for McMillan this time, and is blocked and out. Point Parkland. 6-4 our score. As Addie Beekman enters the matchup. Addie Roche goes to the bench. So one Addie for another. And Beekman sends this one over. And Schultz gets it over for Madison. Tapped over quickly there by Warfel. And Schultz sends it across. McEwen bumps. Warfel sets. And Alexander can't quite put a finish on that one. And we are back to a 6-5 score now. And Sam Schultz will serve it away for Madison. Ella Vosberg has entered it for the Wolfpack. Ashley Freeman can't handle that one. And it's 6-6. Going to the bench for Madison was Avery Agnew. So a tie match here in set 2, 6-6. Freeman bumps that one. Now Warfel, and knocked across there nicely by Bella McKinney. 7-6 Parkland. So far this set has the feeling of set 1, where neither team really built too big of a lead. It was back and forth the whole way, all the way to a 25-23 set 1 victory for Madison. This one is bumped up by Schultz, set back, and then spiked down. Good job by Beekman. Warfel sets it up for McKinney, and 2 in a row now for McKinney. Bella McKinney with another put down. And it is 8-5 Parkland College. 8-6 I make that. Got a tough view of the scoreboard here in Champaign. This one is bumped up, set up, and spiked down with some authority by Ella Vosberg. And now we have an 8-7 score. As Cora Webster receives the ball and is ready to serve for the Wolfpack. And the serve is up and over. Bumped up by Ashley Freeman. Warfel with a set to McKinney. This one off the net and bounces up. And now Madison will set it up for Schultz. Schultz with a good spike. Did it find the spot or did it go out? It is called out. So point Parkland. I'm not sure if Madison agreed with that one, but it was out. And that'll send Haley Warfel back to serve for the Cobras. And the serve is across. Bumped and not received there by Michaela Dallas. So point Parkland 10-7. Warfel ready to serve it again, and is right into the net, 10-8. Not enough loft on that serve. And that'll send Allie Andrews back to serve it away for Madison College. Little spin of the ball, and the serve is off. Anna McEwen gets it up. Warfel sets it up for Reese, and she finds the corner. Well done, as Sam Schultz couldn't quite get to that one. Great job by Riley Reese to find the open spot there in the Madison Wolfpack defense. And we have an 11-8 score now with Parkland serving. That is McKinney sending it across, and that's going to be knocked across there by Dallas. Set across by Warfel, and it's Shea McMillan almost earning the point, but Madison's able to get it across. Now Reese spikes it down. Nice job there by Allie Andrews. Now Dallas, and now hit across by Schultz. And once again, a set by Warfel for McMillan. Now knocked back by Chrisman. This one is saved by Warfel. Now Reese sends it across, blocked by the Wolfpack. Now they're trying to send it across. Dallas gets it across, and it is in, and a point for the Wolfpack. 11-9 now our score. Definitely one of the longer points that we've seen so far today in this matchup. And here's the serve by Avery Agnew. Anna McEwen. Warfel, and then McMillan just tries to knock it over. Now one more hit for the Cobras. They do get it over. Nice job by Reese. Schultz knocks it over. Warfel with the set. Now the bump by McEwen, and McMillan sends it across. Bump, set, and Howell tries to get it across, but she can't do that. Now Dallas, a finger on it by the Cobras, set up, and now trying to find McMillan, and that one is ruled out. So point Madison, 11-10. That was definitely close, but it was ruled out. So 11-10 is our score. McMillan sent that one right towards me. Just wasn't able to land in. And Chrisman with a good set there and a good spike by Chrisman. And that one goes off of Madison and out of bounds, 12-10. And the serve returns to the Cobras. And now Chrisman will have a chance to go serve it away here for Parkland. This one is across. Fielded by Webster. And now Schultz is blocked by Natalie Alexander. Well done. 13-10. So Reese, McMillan, and Alexander in the front now for the Cobras. And this one is served across by Chrisman. Trouble handling it for the Wolfpack, but they're going to recover here as Schultz gets it across. And now Chrisman, Warfel, McMillan, and that one is deep and out. So 13-11 now, as Katie Howe will come back to serve for Madison. Mallory Stone, coach of the Wolfpack, giving Katie Howe some instructions. 13-11. It is up and over and deep and out. 14-11 is now our score. Parkland has been able to kind of maintain this 2 to 3 point lead here for a good part of this set one, but still anybody's set as Ashley Freeman re-enters the match, and she will serve it away. It is up and over. Fielded there by Avery Agnew. Blocked there by Alexander, and it's going to go out of bounds. Point Parkland. 15-11. Warfel now joining McMillan and Alexander in the front, and we have Anna McEwen, Ashley Freeman, and Addie Roche in the back, and that one is blocked again by the Cobras. 16-11. So building a little bit of momentum here, and that's going to cause a timeout by Mallory Stone. She wants to talk to her team. This worked well for them in set one, as Parkland did build a little bit of a lead in set one. Madison called a timeout, and they were able to recover and pull out that set 25-23. We'll see what happens when we come back here for the second half of set two. We're back here, 16-11. Your Parkland College Cobras leading the Madison Wolfpack here in set two. They lost set one. Ashley Freeman trying to build on this lead as she serves it away for the Cobras. Agnew bumps it up. Nice job by McEwen, set by Warfel, and McMillan hits it off of the block for Madison. And that is a point for the Cobras, 17-11. So Ashley Freeman will continue her serve. This has been a nice service turn here for the Cobras. This one is up and over. Webster gets it, and now knocked across there by Dallas. This one is blocked at the net by Madison, and McMillan gets it up off the block, recovered there by Andrews, and now sent over to Dallas, blocked by the Cobras, and that one's gonna end up on their side of the net though, as the ball came off the block and down towards their side of the floor. Point Madison, so we got a 17-12 match as Michaela Dallas goes back to serve for the Wolfpack. She gets it over. Ashley Freeman bumps it up. And Warfel. And then sent across by Alexander. Michaela Dallas gets it up. McEwen, Warfel, and McMillan on the outside. And that is off of the Madison block. And it is point 18 for the Cobras. So 18-12 is our score. Over the halfway point of set 2, Addie Beekman will serve it away for the Cobras. Just over the net. Nice little back tap there by Allie Andrews. That was a really good idea, but she didn't quite get it on the other side of the net. And it goes point for Parkland, 19-12. Cobras trying to work their way into the 20s, but Addie Beekman sends that one into the net, so 19-13. And Sam Schultz will come back to serve for Madison. She lines it up and sends it away right into the net. 20-13 now. It's almost if she got caught in between on that one of what kind of serve she wanted to send away, because she left that one way short. And now Anna McEwen to serve for Parkland, up and over. Dallas gets it up and now sent over to the outside and sent to that far corner there by Ella Vosberg, and it was in. So 20-14 as Madison earns the serve back. They trail by 6 as Cora Webster is set to serve. She sends it across. Beekman, Warfel, and I believe that's Bella McKinney now in for the Cobras. This one is spiked down off of the Parkland block and out of bounds, 20-15. So Madison, we'll see if they can work their way back into this second set like they did in the first set. Parkland currently leading 20-15. Webster sends it up and over. And Freeman with a nice save, and Parkland does get it over. A setup to the outside off of the blocker. Vosberg with another powerful kill, and it was off of Haley Warfel. And now we have Sammy Chrisman, who looks a little hobbled here. She's gonna exit and go over to the trainer, and that looks like number 15. Sophia Ray has entered the matchup now for the Cobras. This one is bumped up by Beekman and sent over by Haley Warfel. And that is a point for the Cobras. And a very polite Sam Schultz apologizing for the ball coming our way. I don't know, she didn't need to do that. We're in their way. So this one will be served across by Warfel. And bumped up by Warfel. And knocked across, and I think that might be out. We'll see what the call is. Yes, it is. Allie Andrews, too much on that one, and it's 22-16. I'm seeing Sammy Chrisman being worked on over here on the trainer table. Looks like they might be working on her left ankle, so maybe she turned her ankle. Schultz gets that one up. And now quickly knocked away. A diving attempt there by Beekman, followed by McEwen, and now knocked across by Ray. Dallas sends it over. McEwen, and now a set for McMillan. Nicely done there by Dallas to save it. And then Vosberg hits it in that far corner, and it is down again for a point, 22-17. Welcome back. We have set 2. And Allie Andrews will serve it away for the Wolfpack. Cobras looking to notch 3 more points here, and Riley Reese gets one of the 3 right there. 23-17. And now the Cobras will have a chance to serve here for the match. They need 2 more points. And back to serve, it looks like Bella McKinney. This one is hit up and set across for Vosberg, and Vosberg with another kill. (23-18) our score, as Avery Agnew enters to serve for the Wolfpack. Parkland awaits the serve, and it is knocked up there by McMillan, and then knocked across there by Sophia Ray. And now on the outside, Sam Schultz off of the block, recovered on. Now going to back set it for Dallas. Dallas taps it across. Warfel hits it, and then no one there to field it on that one, as Warfel was kind of falling backwards and essentially hit it straight up in the air. So no one to field it. And Madison now within 4 at 23-19. Coach Mallory Stone giving some direction to Allie Andrews. This one is served out. And now Parkland finds himself 1 point away from winning this set. They lost set 1, 25-23. And it looks like number 3, Emma McEwen, will come in to serve for the Cobras. And Sophia Ray will go back to the bench. Emma McEwen trying to serve the Cobras to a set 2 victory. This one is hit across by Dallas. Schultz actually hits it across. A nice set and a good spike there by Alexander, but put away there on this side now, as Madison was able to recover, and Michaela Dallas makes it a 24-20 match. And that'll send Katie Howe back to serve again for the Wolfpack. Parkland 1 point away from tying this up. Madison trying to claw their way back into this set 2. Howe sends it across. Set up. Now Dallas to McMillan, and a soft hit this time, completely finding the hole in the Wolfpack defense, as number 11, Allie Andrews, could not get to that one, and Parkland has tied it up. A 25-20 set 2 victory, and we are tied at 1 as we head to set 3.
Parkland concerts are on PCTV. Music from our campus and community, brought to you on PCTV.
You're watching For Art's Sake.
For art's sake.
For art's sake.
For art's sake.
Step inside a world of creativity
This is an interactive piece.
Tally-type processes that I've worked with.
where every piece tells a story.
Consistent in these works is this idea of parts to a whole.
When we saw the interaction between the students and the veterans, we realized that we needed to do more.
That's what we do.
Experience Gert's Gallery and hear from the artists themselves on For Art's Sake, only on PCTV. Stay up to date with everything Parkland College with Parkland Report.
Yes, we'd love you to come to Parkland. There's no doubt about that. But how can we serve you?
Hear from dedicated faculty and staff from all around campus.
We're so lucky to have just your wealth of experience in law enforcement.
Learn about the programs offered by your community college.
But most importantly, they have a job the entire time they're in the program and after.
Parkland Report, a show about Parkland, produced by Parkland students.
We are ready for set 3 here between the Parkland College Cobras and the Madison College Wolfpack. Some great action here in our second matchup of the day. two close sets, 25-23 Madison in the first one, 25-20 Parkland in the second one. Looks like Addie Roche is going to kick us off here in set 3. She will be serving. Along with her is Haley Warfel, Anna McEwen, Shay McMillan, Riley Reese, and Sophia Ray. McEwen sets it back for Reese. Reese with a nice spike, but a nice save on the Madison side. Blocked by the Parkland defense, but this one ends up being point. I'm not sure, I guess it's point Parkland, sorry. Couldn't tell on the referee call there. So 1-0 in favor of the Cobras as Roche will come back to serve again. And here's the serve, it is over. Catches the net, a diving attempt there, and Madison is scrambling, but they do get across. Warfel sets it across for McMillan, but a miss hit there. And it is 1-1 as the serve returns back over to the Wolfpack. Sam Schultz was set to serve. No, I take that back. Looks like Agnew, Avery Agnew is going to be serving it away. And Anna McEwen to Warfel, to McMillan, and that is a put down. McMillan has actually had some trouble finding some holes in the defense so far today, so that's nice to see here as we start off set 3. Hopefully we can see some more of that from Shay as we move on throughout the rest of this match. McEwen with an ace. Oh, maybe not. A wonderful save as Schultz gets it across, but a spike down by Riley Reese. That was a fantastic save, though, by Avery Agnew as she went flying into the bleachers to get that one sent back, and then Sam Schultz was able to get it over, but Riley Reese took care of it on this side, and it's now 3-1 Parkland. Anna McEwen across. No, not across. Like she was trying to catch him off guard a little bit with a little bit of a soft serve, but it was just a little too soft, and it didn't clear the net. And now Katie Howe will serve it for Madison, trailing 3-2. Does look like Sammy Chrisman has returned to the bench for the Cobras. I saw them working on her ankle. Riley Reese with a bump, and now set across there by Addie Roche. And now Dallas knocks it down. Reese with a nice save, and now Shay McMillan will send it across. Parkland trying on the block there. McEwen sends it back for Shay. Shay hits it across. And now up for the block, no. Ooh, slipping is Roche, but she's still able to get it. McMillan with a nice spike there, and that's gonna end up on the floor. Point Parkland. 4-2, and like I said, hopefully we can get Shay going here in this third set, and that is 2 kills for her early on in set 3. As I was saying, Sammy Chrisman is back on the bench. I saw them unwrap her ankle and look at it and then wrap it back up. So we'll see if she is able to re-enter or if she's just gonna watch from the bench. This one is hit by Roche, bumped up by Freeman, and McMillan with another kill opportunity, but this one is handled by Madison, blocked by Parkland, but recovered, and now McEwen sends it over. And the bump, and Dallas is blocked by the Cobras, but a quick send back by Madison, and now Warfel sends it for Alexander, but I think it was deep. Yes, no contact on the Madison side, so that was out off of Natalie Alexander, the 5'9" sophomore from Chatham. 4-3 is our score. Back and forth all day between these two teams so far. Michaela Dallas, Ashley Freeman receives it for the Cobras, and now Shay just knocks it across, and now a chance on this side, and that is put down there by Sam Schultz, and it is 4-4. So Michaela Dallas back to serve again. Ashley Freeman bumps that one straight up, but McEwen's able to get it, and now Shay with a little bit of a sneak attack, but Madison was ready for it. Haley Warfel sends it across for Shay, blocked, recovered by Parkland. Warfel will set it again for McMillan, and it is out of bounds as number 1, Cora Webster, couldn't handle that one. And that's kill number 3 for Shay McMillan. And just the short time here early on in set 3, it's 5-4 Parkland. She goes to the bench, and Addie Beekman will enter to serve for the Cobras. 5 serving 4. Bumped up and set across and nicely put away there by Sam Schultz. 5-5. So Anna McEwen, Ashley Freeman, Addie Beekman in the back, Bella McKinney, Haley Warfel, and Natalie Alexander on the net here currently for the Cobras as the serve from Schultz comes across. Bumped up by McEwen. Warfel across to McKinney, and she puts it down. Bella McKinney, 6-5 Parkland. Sophia Ray comes into the match for Anna McEwen. And Emma McEwen comes into the match for Natalie Alexander. So that puts McKinney, Ray, and Warfel on the front line. And this one is tapped back and spiked. A little bit of a block at the net, but Warfel with a quick little find in the corner. And did she find it? She did. 7-5. Emma McEwen to serve again. And the serve. Fielded by Madison and spiked down, but recovered by Bella McKinney. And now a tap back to her. McKinney gets it back over and across. Now Madison trying to set something on the outside for Dallas. And it is out. Point Parkland. Michaela Dallas going for that far line, but she hit it too far. And it's 8-5 in favor of Parkland. And McEwen across again. Oh, a sneak attack tried by Allie Andrews, but she mistimed the hit. And it's 9-5 Parkland. Emma McEwen lines it up and serves it away. And it's going to be a tough return here, but Madison does get it over the net. Haley Warfel sets it back for Bella McKinney, and that's going to be a point for Madison. Cobras got caught in between a little bit on that one, as that first hit was a little bit too far, and Haley Warfel tried to play it back towards the Parkland side of the court so they could get a nice spike set up, but it just did not play out that way. So 9-5, but right into the net for Madison. 10-5, Parkland up by 5. And Addie Beekman will hand the ball off to Haley Warfel, who will serve here for the Cobras. And it is served away. Dallas with the initial hit, and there she is again, Ella Vosberg with another kill for the Wolfpack. 10-7 our score. Allie Andrews set to serve. And it is served across. And a little bit of a miscommunication there between Anna McEwen and Addie Beekman. They both were kind of going for it, and it ended up going off of Anna McEwen. So Andrews will serve again. And this time McEwen sets it up to Warfel, and then Reese puts it down, and it is point for the Cobras. 11-8. As Bella McKinney comes back to serve. Bella sends it away, and it is an ace for the Cobras. 12-8. So McKinney to serve again, up and over. And trouble fielded in again, another ace. Back-to-back aces for Bella McKinney. Cobras trying to build on this lead, and Bella McKinney sends it across. Set 3 between Madison and Parkland. Nice job as the Parkland block does what it's supposed to. Sophia Ray there for the Cobras, and that gives them a 14-9 lead. And Bella sends it across again. Bumped up and set across for Dallas. Tapped at the line there by Riley Reese, but she couldn't quite handle it and get it back up, so that will be point for Madison. 14-10 our score. Make that 14-9, I'm sorry. This one will be served across, right into the net. Avery Agnew not able to get that one up and over, so 15-9 as Anna McEwen comes back to serve. And it is off. Bumped up and set back for Katie Howe and blocked away by Natalie Alexander. I guess it was blocked out by Alexander. So that is actually point Madison, 15-10. Katie Howe back to serve for the Wolfpack. And it is across. McMillan gets a hit on it, but Warfel unable to get the second hit on it, and it is now 15-11. Natalie Alexander, Warfel and Reese in the front, Shea McMillan, Addie Roche, and Anna McEwen in the back. So Shea gets it up, Haley up, and now Riley with the put down. Well done. 16-11 Cobras as Riley Reese goes to the bench, and Ashley Freeman will come in for her normal serving turn. And it is sent across. Looked like it might have gone out, but they decide to play it. And it is spiked down, and is it called out? It is out. They're looking for a review or a hit, and it is given point Parkland, 16-11. Ashley Freeman set to score again, set to serve again. And she sends it across. Bump, set, and tap across there by Madison. Parkland with a little bit of a block. Caught a piece of it. Over to Shea McMillan. She may have just earned another kill. Nope, they're going to get it across. And Roche hits it up. Warfel to McMillan. McMillan hits it across. And back tapped for Dallas. Dallas hits the Parkland block, and then it lands as Ashley Freeman tried to dive for it and hit it up, but she couldn't quite get to it. And that'll be 17-12. The Parkland Cobra lead is now 5. 12 serving 17 here as Dallas gets it over. Warfel setting it up for Shea McMillan. She sends it across, trying to find a hole in the defense, but they're going to get it across. Ashley Freeman. And then a nice put down by Haley Warfel. The sneaky put down that has been very successful for her today. That makes our score 18-12, and Shea McMillan will go to the bench, as will Addie Roach, and Addie Beekman comes in, and so does Bella McKinney. So here's the hit by Beekman, and blocked nicely by the Cobras. Haley Warfel, Natalie Alexander. 19-12 Parkland, and that's going to be a timeout for the Wolfpack as they find themselves down 7 here in set 3. Parkland looking to take a 2-1 set lead here as they won set 2 and lost set 1. We'll see what happens when we come back. We are back in set 3. Parkland leading 19-12 as Addie Beekman is set to serve. Up and over it goes. And set up and blocked down nicely again by Alexander and Warfel. Looks like they're going to recover this time. Set up for Warfel. She sends it over and down, but they're going to recover again as Dallas gets it back over for Madison. Now looking for McKinney on the outside, and she hits it right down the line for point 20. Beautifully done by Bella McKinney. Addie Beekman will come back to serve again, 20-12 Parkland. Starting to put a little bit of distance between them and the Wolfpack. It is up and over. Bumped up and sent across, and a point for Madison. So that makes it 20-13. As Sam Schultz will be serving it away for Madison. Trying to see if she can bring them back here in set 3. McEwen, Warfel sets it across for Bella McKinney, blocked, and point for Madison. Well done there on the outside. That was Allie Andrews and Kaylee Coggins doing a good job on the block there, stopping Bella McKinney. 20-14 is the score now. McEwen gets it up. Warfel sends it across for McKinney again. She sends it over. Schultz gets it up, and now a spike by Dallas is out. 21-14, the Parkland Cobra lead. So we have our substitutions as Natalie Alexander and Anna McEwen go to the bench. Ashley Freeman back in, as well as Emma McEwen, who serves this one away, and it is out. 21-15, and Anna McEwen comes back in. McEwen for McEwen. And served away by Webster, and McKinney with a left-handed strike there. And she's gonna try to load up again, but saved here by the Wolfpack, and this one is put up and it is out. A strong return there by Sam Schultz, but just out, and it's 22-16. Ashley Freeman goes to the bench, and Haley Warfel will send it away. Fielded by Madison, set up and then knocked across, and a sneaky little put across by Dallas, and they're gonna call it out, much to Madison's chagrin, but it is called out. And that is 23 for the Cobras, 2 points away from a set 3 victory. And this one is bumped up by Dallas, set up and then put down. That one is in. And anytime Ella Vosberg has had an opportunity to put one away today, she has done so. And that puts us at 23-16. Allie Andrews will be serving it away for Madison. Cobras 2 points away from a big victory here in set 2. Riley Reese tries to get one of those, but Madison has recovered, and Dallas goes off the block and out of bounds, so point for the Wolfpack, 23-17. As they will serve again and try to continue working their way back into set 3. And Andrews hits it out. Point 24 for the Cobras, and that means they will have an opportunity here to serve for our match. And it's going to be Bella McKinney as Shea McMillan re-enters the match, and Addie Beekman will go to the bench. 24-17, the serve bumped up and set over for Dallas, but knocked down by Reese. Quick recovery, and then there she is again. Ella Vosberg with a kill, and it's 24-18 as Vosberg will exit, and Avery Agnew will come in to serve for Madison. Cobras still in very good shape, 24. Just need 1 point to win this set. This one is set up for McMillan, and she puts it down and off of Madison, and that is point and victory here for the Cobras in set 3. 25-18 the score. So the Cobras win set 2 and 3, and now they will come back and see if they can win set 4 to wrap up this match. And of course, Madison will be trying to knot us up at 2 and see if we have to play a 5th set. We'll be back in just a minute here on PCTV.
You're watching For Art's Sake.
For art's sake.
For art's sake.
For art's sake.
Step inside a world of creativity
This is an interactive piece.
Tally-type processes that I've worked with.
where every piece tells a story.
Consistent in these work is this idea of parts to a whole.
When we saw the interaction between the students and the veterans, we realized that we needed to do more.
That's what we do.
Experience Gert's Gallery and hear from the artists themselves on For Art's Sake, only on PCTV. Parkland concerts are on PCTV. Music from our campus and community brought to you on PCTV. Stay up to date with everything Parkland College with Parkland Report.
Yes, we'd love you to come to Parkland. There's no doubt about that. But how can we serve you?
Hear from dedicated faculty and staff from all around campus.
We're so lucky to have just your wealth of experience in law enforcement.
Learn about the programs offered by your community college.
But most importantly, they have a job the entire time they're in the program and after.
Parkland Report, a show about Parkland, produced by Parkland students.
Welcome back to Champaign for set 4 between the Parkland College Cobras and the Madison Wolfpack. Two very good teams facing off today. All close sets, all competitive sets. But Parkland is up 2-1 after losing set 1, 25-23. They won set 2, 25-20, and set 3, 25-18. And now they're looking to see if they can win set 4 and put the Wolfpack away. Parkland coming into this match 31-3 after winning earlier today. The Wolfpack coming in at 17-2. As I said earlier, both teams on winning streaks. Parkland 9 in a row, Madison 8 in a row. And as we get started here, it's going to be Sam Schultz kicking us off for set 4. And it's off the net, but does clear. And now Shea McMillan off of the Madison block and point Cobras. That is a good thing to see for Parkland as Shea got going in set 3, and that was good news for the Cobras and a good start for her here in set 4. And now the serve, and it's good to see Sammy Chrisman back into the match for the Cobras. Blocked at the net by Natalie Alexander, and now this one off of the Parkland block. That was Ella Vosberg for the point. And we have a 1-1 score here very, very, very early on in set 4. And this one is sent across. And nice save there by Agnew. And then Vosberg, but this one into the net and out. I'm not sure what the call is here. We're waiting to see. And it looks like point Parkland, so 2-1, our score. I did briefly see Sammy Chrisman into the match. She hurt her ankle, it appeared, in set number 2. Did not play in set 3, but she is already exited, so maybe she's not going to be able to go. Sam Schultz with a big hit there, but it is going to be out. It did appear out. That is the far side of the court, so it is hard for us to see, but it did look like that landed out. 3-1 is our score. And Ashley Freeman in to serve. Dallas gets it up and now put down there by Howe. And what's the call? Looks like point Madison. 3-2. So Allie Andrews will send it across. Ashley Freeman with a miss hit, and the Cobras can't handle it after that. And we are tied at 3. And here we're set for the serve. And it is off. Freeman handles that one. And now set across for Shea McMillan. And it is off of the post and out of bounds. Point Madison. So the ball will come back once again to Allie Andrews. And she'll look to serve up another point for the Wolfpack. Over it goes, set up there and then knocked up and hit across there by Shea McMillan. And now back towards Michaela Dallas, and she finds her spot. And it's 5-3. As Madison coming out with a little bit of juice here to start set 4. And here is the serve, and it is out. She was going to hit, trying to hit it right down the line, but she missed her spot. And it is 5-4 now in favor of Madison. And Addie Beekman will go back to try to tie this match up for Parkland. And here she goes, as it is across. And Michaela Dallas misplays that one, and it is tied at 5. Beekman will look to line it up again. And here she goes. Sam Schultz. And now up for Vosberg. And she seems to find the spot. Whether it's a hard hit or a soft hit, she always seems to find the spot when she's playing up on the net. And she's going to go back to serve. It seems like she's been coming out at other times today when it's her turn to serve, but she's going to serve this one away. And there it goes. Set up by McEwen. And over to Shea, and that is going to be out. And that's going to put our score at 7-5 Madison. Ella Vosberg from Cuba City, Wisconsin, a 5'11 freshman. And she's going to send this one away. Bumped up, set by Warfel to McKinney. And now Schultz is going to tap it over. Nice job by Freeman, and then a nice job by Haley Warfel to earn the Cobras a point, 7-6. And that'll send Anna McEwen back to serve it for Parkland. And it is across. And Katie Howe is blocked at the net, but it goes down and off of Parkland, and that time it was Sammy Chrisman. So Chrisman back in the match again, and she's going to remain in after that play, so hopefully that ankle is feeling better for her. And is now 8-6 as Katie Howe serves. Ashley Freeman with the bump. And Beekman sends it over to McKinney, and that's going to be a point for the Cobras. 8-7 is the score. So Haley Warfel back to serve for the Cobras, trying to tie us up. And this one is handled by Vosberg, and now Schultz trying to get it across. And I believe that ends up falling on the Madison side of the net, as Madison was kind of scrambling off of that service return. And it is 8-8. And now Warfel trying to give the Cobras the lead here early on in set 4. Nice job by Dallas, and now just hit across there by Coggins. And Reese puts it down and off of Vosberg for a Parkland point. 9-8 Cobras. Set 4, Parkland leading 2-1. Warfel will send this one across and up. And the set for Kaylee Coggins, and she sends that one off of a Parkland fingertip, and we're tied at 9. Looks like Michaela Dallas back to serve. So Andrews, Coggins, and Schultz on the front line here for Madison. And on the back line, it is Vosberg, Agnew, and Michaela Dallas, who just sent that one wide on that serve. So point Parkland 10-9. On the Parkland side, we have Sammy Chrisman, Shea McMillan, and Riley Reese in the front row. And point Parkland, an ace. And the serve there was by Bella McKinney. And she's joined by Haley Warfel and Anna McEwen on the back row. Bump, set, and spike there for Madison, but nice recovery by the Cobras. And then miscommunication by the Wolfpack, and that one falls to the ground. And the Cobras now building a little bit of momentum, up 12-9. You see if Bella McKinney can keep it going here for the Cobras. She sends it across and knocked across. Good job by McEwen. And Warfel sets up Shea, and it's traveling around the top of the net. It ends up falling back on the Parkland side. And then Riley Reese with a put down right off of Avery Agnew. And it is 13-9 in favor of your Parkland Cobras. And we're back here in set 4. We're in the middle of set 4. 13-9. The Cobras, and that is going to be an ace for Parkland. (14-9) the score as Bella McKinney continues to serve for Parkland. She's getting some instructions from Coach Cliff Hastings, and she sends that one across, and then it ends up on the Madison side of the floor. Point Parkland, 15-9. And Bella McKinney, the left-hander, will serve it across again, and that is an ace. What a service turn Bella McKinney is having right now, 16-9, as she was moving the Cobras closer to victory here with a wonderful serve for an ace, and that's been several now during her turn of serve, and this one is sent across, and that one is going to be deep. So her turn will come to an end, but a 16-10 lead now for the Cobras. Bella will exit, and in comes number 11, Addie Roche, and back to serve is Sam Schultz. And Sam sends it away. Nice job there by Anna McEwen to save that, and Shea McMillan goes off the block, but not quite down. Good job by Madison to recover. Now a back set for Riley Reese, and that one is going to be saved by Madison again, so 2 nice saves now. And now Shea McMillan, and that one is out. So a couple of nice saves by Madison ends up earning them a point, and it is 16-11. As Riley Reese is tying her shoes. And now it looks like we're ready to go. And Schultz will send it away. Nice job by Shea McMillan, and Riley Reese puts that one down, but off the block, but a recovery here and looking for Dallas on the outside. Nice job by McEwen again, and this time McMillan just knocks it across, and now Vosberg hits it across off the net. And Roche, and then it gets knocked back down by Madison. 16-12. And it is off and bumped up by Shea McMillan. Now right back to Shea for the spike. Nice block at the net by Madison, and Shea will try it again. This time she does the soft tap, and Madison tries to put that down. Now Parkland scrambling. Now a little setup at the net, and they're going to go over to Vosberg. She does a soft little hit, and then a beautiful find. Well done, as Haley Warfel found the empty spot in the defense. She's done that several times today, and that puts the score at 17-12 in favor of Parkland College. Sammy Chrisman serving it away. And set up at the net, and Vosberg this time puts it away again as Parkland tried to field that one, but she has really been tough today for the Wolfpack. When she has an opportunity, she takes it. 17-13. And Agnew sends it across for the Wolfpack. And Warfel sets it back for Riley Reese. It is blocked at the net. And a nice little back tap there by Allie Andrews. She tried that earlier and it did not work, but this time it did. Well done. And it is 18-13. Oh, it looks like it might have been out. Looks like point Parkland. So I take that back. And this one is just over the net by Freeman, who just entered, Ashley Freeman. And this one is off the block of Natalie Alexander. So now it is 18-14. Allie Andrews back to serve for Madison. 14 serving 18. Ashley Freeman tries to reach that one, but it is an ace for Andrews. And it's 18-15 as they're trying to work their way back in set 4. This one is bumped up by McEwen. Set up by Werfel to McMillan, and she found the spot right at the judge, and it is a point for the Cobras. 19-15. The Cobras inching closer to a victory here in set 4. They are up 2-1. They won sets 2 and 3, lost set 1. A win here in set 4 would put away this match, but we still have some work to do. And Vosberg this time actually blocked at the net, and then this, oh no, I'm not sure what happened. Madison was for sure that they had earned the point and they stopped playing. The ref did not make a call, and it is point Parkland. 20-15 is our score. We will take a break and be back in just a minute. And we're back. Parkland looking to put away this match, 5 points away, leading 20-15 as Addie Beekman is back to serve. It is across. Schultz over to Vosberg, and then knocked across by Dallas. Freeman gets it up, and it is set over to McKinney, I'm sorry, and it is hit out by Madison, 21-15. So let me try to set the lineup here for you. In the front line for the Cobras currently we have Natalie Alexander, Bella McKinney, and Haley Werfel, and in the back we have Addie Beekman, who serves an ace. And joining her is Ashley Freeman and Anna McEwen. So that is the current lineup in for the Cobras, and they lead 22-15. And Addie Beekman's gonna try to do it again. This one goes into the net though. 22-16. And Ella Vosberg will come back to serve. And she sends it across. Freeman contacts it, gives it across, and McKinney sends it over. And this one is tapped across, and nice job by Werfel. Now Freeman has it up, and McKinney's just gonna tap it across. And now this one is set across for Schultz, off of the Parkland block, and a whistle blows. Parkland in the net, 22-17. And it looks like timeout, Cliff Hastings. He wants to talk about it. He wants to make sure that his team is able to wrap up this match in 4 sets. He does not want to go to a 5th set, so he's going to talk to his team and make sure they're all on the same page. To set 4 action here in Champaign, Madison College versus Parkland College. Cobras up 2-1, leading 22-17, looking to finish off set 4. And Haley Werfel with the surprise attack, but fielded by Madison. Michaela Dallas sends it over. Nice job by Warfel, and now it's going to be McKinney with the spike, but the kill on the Madison side, and they are pumped up about that, and it is 22-18. So Madison trying to claw closer here, down 4 late in set 4. Nice job by McEwen, and a set for McKinney. It's going to be fielded and set over to Schultz. It's blocked by the Cobras, now sent over by Madison. Good job by Warfel, she does it again. How many times has she done that today? 23-19, a huge point for the Cobras, stopping a little bit of momentum that Madison had built up. And now they are 2 points away. And here we go. McEwen sends it across. Vosberg set across for Schultz. Blocked at the line, and Parkland blocked it back. It fell to the floor, and it is called point Parkland. Sorry for the confusion. Madison was acting as if they'd earned the point, but I think they thought it might have landed out, but I guess it was called in, and I couldn't get a good view of it from my vantage point. 24-19, Parkland serving for the match. Set 4, and Dallas tries to put it down, but a miss hit, and that's gonna be it. 25-18 is the final score. The Cobras of Parkland College defeat the Wolfpack of Madison College in 4 sets. It was 25-23 Madison in the first set, but then the Cobras took over 25-12, 25-20, and 25-18 to move their record to 31-3 and win their 10th match in a row. Madison College falls to 17-3, ending their 8-game winning streak. So Cliff Hastings and his Parkland College Cobras win both matches today. We thank you for joining us here on PCTV. This has been Chris Foster along with cameraman Skylar O'Connor. We hope to see you next time down the road in some other sports that we'll be showing here on PCTV.